Hi, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 2023 full moon lunar eclipse reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously because the YouTube algorithm really pays attention to this. So, thank you so much. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, the Five of Wands. That's a good one. The Five of Wands is chaos, it's fighting, it's pettiness that can turn into real anger. So just be aware of this, or like something that starts off kibitzy, like you're joking, and then all of a sudden like aggressions grow. So just be aware of that. Let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have soulful. And this is just going to be a time for us, Aquarius, where we need our souls to be full. We need ourselves to embrace fully connecting with our soul, what we love, what we want, what brings us joy, what brings us peace, what moves us forward so beautifully. It brings us then to our tarot reading. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Interesting. Okay. Is this going to be the easiest time for us? No, actually, I think May is going to be a little bit of Taurus time period is going to be a little bit of a difficult time period for us. Being aware of that is going to be very important. Now, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. There's a sense of right now, we're not seeing the wealth that divinity is giving us, prosperity, success. We will be, okay, as we come out of Taurus time period, as we really step into ourselves. We'll probably see this more around the Virgo time period, which I know you're like, oh my gosh, Dane, that's a forever away. It'll be here before we know it, right? It's not that far. It's August 23rd to September 22nd. So if you clicked on for like financial reasons, this is the energy here that I would say like Virgo is going to be very positive for you, or has the potential to be very positive for you. So let's dive into this moon, astrologically speaking. So this moon is in 14 degrees of Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about the big secrets and about big wealth. The lunar eclipse holds the power of multiple full moons. And this lunar eclipse is significant because it is closest to the south lunar node, which brings the ending of cycles. So what we're going to see here is that we're moving away from a lot of things that had defined us before, and we're finding new interests, we're finding new ideas. We're like we can even be stepping back into who we once were, right? But this is like we're not the same person that we were before, right? And I know it sounds odd, but it's just going to be a very powerful way to move forward. On Beltane, which was May 1st, Pluto moves into retrograde, or Pluto moved into retrograde. So what we're going to find here is that the energy from Pluto moving into retrograde was a few days before we were impacted by it and a few days after. So we're still impacted on the 5th of May. And this has big plutonic energy coming into our lives. And it's about the awareness of both internal and external power. So we're becoming much more aware of our own power, of the power of the outside world, The nodal axis is in Taurus and in Scorpio. So Taurus is all about money and wealth, but the day to day. So we're not going to be really focusing on the day to day. We can be looking at long term investments, which is what Scorpio is really focused on, and long term wealth. So that can be where our focus is right now. Pay close attention to your money and the opportunities that are coming your way, because this is a time of big financial change, both positive and negative. So be aware of that. For much of May, Jupiter is squared Pluto. Now, this is important because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and this will expand the power of Pluto because Jupiter expands the power of whatever planet it is near. And this has us really looking at our issues around power and expanding our own power. So there's something here where it's like, oh, I wasn't believing in myself, or I wasn't seeing myself, or I wasn't understanding myself, and I was rejecting power. There could also be internal chaos, internal fighting within ourselves. Deeply buried secrets will come to the surface and bring a time of revelation. We're just going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that, or I didn't realize I was doing that. So be aware of this. Neptune is trine Mars. This moves us to the spiritual and to a personal awakening. So that's going to be very important. We start to reevaluate the material world and our material possessions. So again, that's going to be pretty cool. 5/5, okay, the 5th of May, is also an angel day. And it moves us towards adventure, versatility, independence, intelligence, creativity, freedom, self determination. We're like really focused during this time and new beginnings. We're going to see here the well, all right? We're looking for deeper knowledge, deeper meaning. I think we hold a lot of this within ourselves. We're looking externally for what Spirit is saying is held internally. Some of our dreams right now we're not going to be going after, okay? Or we're not thinking about them. We're very focused on internally seeing the light that guides us. And I think this is more like this is our dreams, but this is also our soul, what we desire, what we need, what we want, what's important for us, how we move forward for ourselves individually. And that opens up a door in a very, very, very real way. Now, this could also be a relationship with a Virgo coming forward, but I see this more as a personal light that guides us. It's like a revelation comes during this moon that's like, oh, this is what I was supposed to be doing, or oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. It's not about the money. As much as this is a wealth moon, and as much as we would like it to be about the money, right now, it's not. We're kind of holding back on taking this gift from divinity for whatever reason. And as we realize this, what we're going to see is we're not fitting in the normal groups and the normal ways that we would normally like click with certain things. This is going to be a time where we really step into ourselves more. And it's going to be a time where it's like, I don't want all the external chaos. I need to step into my internal power. And as we realize our internal power, everything else will fall into place and be like click, 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 click. But until we claim that power for ourselves, everything feels like it's adrift. So just be aware of that. Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. So it's really interesting is that Taurus is fantastic energy for manifestation. I was going to say with this word. And this is going to be a time where attraction, like we're not taking advantage of that. Okay. So just be aware of that. For whatever reason, personal manifestation, we're not there right now. So, and if you're like, oh, I didn't realize that, this is just your little friendly reminder from spirit to work on your manifestation and what you want in your vision boards or whatever it is that you want to manifest within your life, because this is excellent time. So let's go deeper. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. It's interesting. It's like we're hiding during this moon. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I mean it like this is a very quiet moon for us. It's like have a cup of tea, sit on the couch, connect with you, read a good book, watch something on TV, do whatever it is that you find joyous and peaceful within yourself. Because what we're going to see here is it's not a time of beginning. It's a time of Okay, the new moon is going to jumpstart us forward, but this is a time of being bold and making the first move. It's like almost deciding. And it's deciding and looking. And you would say, oh, that's beginning, Dane. Excuse me. But I don't see it as beginning. I see it more as I'm being bold. I'm stepping out. But I'm not beginning what I truly want until a little bit later. I don't know if this is Virgo time frame or it's just a little bit later than this full moon. Because remember, this full moon goes from full moon to full moon, the energy. You are good enough. We don't feel that way. We don't feel like we're enough, and our boundaries are a bit frayed during this time. So when we're looking at our dreams and what we want, we can feel very overwhelmed. Conclusions are within reach. They are. And we hunger for that internal solitude, for the passion that leads us forward, for the love that guides us. Show the world the real you. Are we ready for that? Not really. And we're assessing. We don't want to assess. We don't want to really look outward right now. And we don't want to show the world our outward self. We want to be connected inwardly. And that's going to be very important. A win-win outcome is forecast. Protection. No, there's going to be a lose or something that happens where it makes us feel out of balance. And I don't mean that to be negative, but it's like, no, the win-win outcome isn't focused. And we know that from this moon. But we are protected and we are guided in a way that is very powerful for us, in a way that is very personal for us. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. This is the Three of Wands. Be mindful that the doors are opening and be mindful of the fact that we will soon be walking through them. But right now, we need to focus on our healing, on ourselves, on our power, and that's going to be so important. Our subconscious message from spirit is radiant, and this is reverse. We're not radiating outward, we need to radiate inward. Okay? We need to give ourselves the light of our universe within ourselves. And that's going to be powerful and beautiful. Our subconscious message from the tarot is the Six of Cups. Be mindful that we're really reminiscent about the past right now. And our past is almost more alive to us than our present. So be aware of that. Just be aware. And so as we daydream, as we think of the past, we honor it. But don't let the past take over our present. Our subconscious Lunar message is nourishment and believe in the impossible. Nourish yourself, nourish your soul, and believe in the impossible. Because you are setting up, you are moving towards something extraordinary, but it's quite extraordinary. And I like that. All right, Aquarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed moon. God bless. Bye.